So I've been getting a lot of new followers on here and new people discovering my page. So I wanted to take a moment to really introduce myself. My name is Dee. I'm 31 years old, and I was diagnosed with ADHD and attentive type when I was 29 after primarily being treated for depression and anxiety. After my diagnosis, I looked back at my entire life through a completely different lens. And obviously, I was really angry that it took so long, but I also felt like I could finally take control of my life now that I had this knowledge, this awareness, and access to tools that actually fit how my brain works. It also caused me to revisit the question I had in the past of whether I might be autistic, a question that I had disregarded a long time ago because I was so used to undermining the extent of my challenges. And also the picture of autism in the past was very limited. But after my ADHD was diagnosed, I decided to look into it again, so I could finally put the question to rest and move forward in whatever direction made sense. A few months later, I had an assessment and was also diagnosed with autism. And I am, of course, low support needs, but I'm still very much autistic. I mostly talk about ADHD on here, but I am constantly having to hold space for the part of me that needs structure, certainty, routine, predictability, and repetition, while also needing stimulation, novelty, interest-based action, and new experiences. Balancing those two parts of me is a big challenge, and it's something I have to account for when I'm considering new tools or learning new ways to manage things and just living life. I started making content because I went so long without the support that I needed. I didn't understand myself, even though I knew something was very off the whole time. I felt different from everyone else, but didn't know why. And naturally, I carried a lot of shame because of it. And knowing that there are still so many people out there who've had a similar experience really bothers me because I know how much it would have helped to see these conversations when I was younger. Also, when I was initially diagnosed, I could barely find any Black women with the platform talking about neurodivergence. It's better now, obviously, and TikTok has become very diverse in that regard. But before I really got into this app like that, it was really hard to find anyone who looks like me talking about this stuff. I want to build a community and a space where adults with ADHD, especially women of color, whether they're diagnosed, undiagnosed, or self-diagnosed, can come together to have real discussions, understand and respect how their minds work, practice self-compassion, learn from each other, and heal. So if you like what you see here, be sure to drop a follow. And obviously I'm still a pretty small page, but I do really appreciate the people who have followed me and listened to what I have to say.